Welcome back to 23 ABC Sports. I'm Carrie Osep. If there ever was a walk-off story, it would be this one. One about a young high school football player who didn't let adversity tackle his dreams of playing the game he loved, instead allowing adversity to define his meaning for life. Teenage years in someone's life are typically about being carefree, like the normalcy of high school football. But that word normal was never the same after 2020. Especially for 17-year-old Braden Waterman, who was waiting his turn to become Bakersfield Christian's next starting quarterback in spring of 2021. But it was his junior season in 2019 at Paso Robles High School when Braden's life changed forever.
It was the last game of our regular season, and I got a really bad fever, and it kind of affected how I played that night. I was just dropping the ball, like it wasn't there. But it was very hard because I didn't know, and the doctors were trying to do blood tests and trying to figure out what was going on with me, and thinking it's this and thinking it's that, and they just could never figure it out. And then it was January 1st, New Year's Day. I went into Valley Children's Hospital in Fresno, and they ran a blood test, and they figured out it was Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 3B Hodgkin's lymphoma. That was kind of the start to my journey.
A journey that would touch everyone in the Waterman family.
As a mom, and of course he's 6'4" and this big kid, and he was always so stoic, and to see him just break down in complete and utter just despair, probably just the worst part for me, just struggling with those emotions, like how do I help, like what can I do, and it's just such a helpless feeling because in those instances, you just can't take it away from him. He's got to walk through this.
Gosh, I mean, Michelle and I would just literally, we're crying, and he's just like so strong. He's like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "I got this. It's fine." And so that was like one of the most defining moments for us as parents, and especially for me. I was like, I can learn some things from my kid.
As kids, as young adults, we think that we're invincible and that we're just indestructible, and it's kind of not the case, unfortunately.
An athlete used to being battle-tested was now battling his greatest test for his life, starting with chemotherapy.
It was every other week of chemo, hard, pounding, like just bags and stuff like that. It was terrible. Chemo's the worst.
What got him through the worst of it was his determination to return to his normal, football.
This is what propelled his recovery, because he just kept thinking, I got to get back on the field, I got to get throwing, I got to get running, I got to strengthen my body. And he just took off from there.
It took Braden 4 months to beat cancer. Now with an even greater desire to return to playing, the Eagles' newest quarterback was working hard to get back to his full strength after dropping more than 30 pounds while sick. But by October 2020, with the season still sidelined due to the pandemic, Braden was knocked down again.
It was a week before my birthday, my 18th birthday. I went in for my scan to make sure it was still gone, and then they came back and said that it had come back.
Kind of drop to your knees, just sick to your stomach, kind of like, how could this even be? He's been doing all the right things.
Kind of just fell apart. I was mad, I was angry. It was a tough time for me, for sure.
He didn't back down. This time with more knowledge, he completely changed his diet and focused on more holistic approaches, with a stronger than ever faith that he could win this battle again.
If you're in the darkest of places, you can never lose your faith. Because that's what God puts us through, these things that pushes us to become closer to Him.
Beating cancer twice for him was like, okay, I have a new lease on life. For him, and just us as parents, like watching him, like he's just having fun with football right now.
With football back to normal fall of 2021, the same could be said for Braden. Starting at quarterback for the Eagles, and more importantly, cancer-free.
You get one of those kids that have been through, hell basically, not knowing if he's gonna live, not knowing if he's gonna, ever play sports again, let alone, just anything. So you hear a story, you hear how he's kind of persevered through all that stuff. You talk to his family, you talk to his brother, and you really get drawn into him.
BCHS head football coach Darren Carr has seen firsthand the impact Braden has on the field, but now the more important one off of it.
Man, no matter what is the end for this, you're going to be able to bless some other kids. But he's going through something that's going to last him a long time, and he's going to be a blessing to somebody.
From waiting to watch their boy get back on the field, to watching their 2 sons play out Braden's final high school season together. This new, even better normal is something Braden and his family won't ever take for granted.
It's changed Michelle and I, it's changed his brother Bryson, it's changing people around him that know him, have known him from, where we came from, and now we're here. And it's like literally is changing people in their perspective on life and what's important and what's really maybe not important. He's been our rock and our idol at times. It's crazy.
Just amazing to watch him have a goal, have a dream, and still continue to just keep chipping away at it.
I've kind of grown from where I was to where I am now. God knew the plan and he got me here. So it was just, it's amazing. It really is.
And of course, Braden's birthday is just 9 days away, Keely, which will be the 1-year anniversary since his re-diagnosis. But this year, he's going to be playing the final regular season game for Bakersfield Christian along with his brother. And you can bet his parents will be there cheering him on.
What a great story, and a great story to end your time with us as well on maybe a quick announcement, Carrie.
Yeah, so this is my last night with all of you guys. I've loved the 23 ABC team. Obviously, we've seen new faces. This lady right next to me, I've loved working with her. It's been just a joy to be here, but I just want to say thank you to all of you for letting me share stories like Braden's and the Waterman family. Hi, and I'll hopefully see you guys soon.
All right, Carrie, we're going to miss your storytelling, of course, your enthusiasm, and she's kind of our newsroom cheerleader, so that's going to be hard to get used to. I think John's going to have to adopt that role.
Hey, I'll keep cheering.
All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this break.